Hey, before we go into today's episode, I just want to let you know that this week we are doing the Ads Challenge, and we'd like to invite you. It's completely free. All you have to do is head over to adschallenge.com. Again, adschallenge.com. No matter what phase you are in your business journey, whether you're brand new and never did ads before, or you've done them and just not gotten the results you want and basically just donated money to the Mark Zuckerberg Fund, this is for you. So head over to adschallenge.com. We're starting this week. We look forward to seeing you here. So come over to adschallenge.com.
Marketing and selling is essential in your online business. And when you have the right strategies and mindset, you not only can make a lot of money, but you can change a lot of lives. Welcome to the Online Marketing Podcast, where we help course creators, membership owners, and coaches market and sell their offers.
We're your hosts, Paul and Melissa Pruitt. Let's dive in and get started.
So who's planning on starting a membership this year?
Me.
Yay, me too.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're really going to be jamming on memberships. We've been talking about this recently, and I'm so excited about this because I tell you what, it seems like the entire world, no matter what market, what niche, what product, what service, whatever it is, it's been leaning into the membership model. I'm super excited.
Yeah, memberships are hot. Memberships are everywhere. And we're going to jam on that in just a couple minutes on the ways that we've experienced memberships in our own lives. But everywhere you go, there's a membership because it really allows the audience, the customer, to experience a product, a service on an ongoing basis and give them a higher level of service too. Yeah. That's what we love about memberships as well.
And if you think about it, we've been talking about this, like your, business, when you have that one-off sale, it's like we're working all the energy, all the effort, the advertising, like all the things that we're doing, the relationships that we're building. And if we just had that one transaction, then that's what all that effort went into, right? So what do we have to do? We have to go back out and do all those things all over again to create the next client, the next transaction. And in this case, we can actually have longer term relationships. We have more stability. Remember those peaks and valleys that we talk about? Like a lot of us experience the seasons, the ups and downs, again, because we're out there and we're trying to get that next client, that next client, that next client. And you know what I really love about memberships is that the transformation that people get, it's over a period of time, which then allows people to actually have real transformation versus somebody just like consuming a product or service like immediately. And then like it's gone and like you truly can't help them, long term.
Yeah, I know for us and even our own memberships that we've seen so many awesome transformations from when people started to where they are now, and they're continuing to go. And you can, again, like you said, track the progress that they're having and have, go along the journey with them in that transformation. So overall, memberships are great, not only for us as the business owner, but for our clients as well, because it really gives them an awesome experience and it gives them that true transformation over time.
Yeah, and I really feel like the old way was like one transaction, and the new way really is like a subscription/membership model. Like let's think, because I know we're in like the coaching, helping online coaches and membership site owners and course owners, but like in the real world, like we probably take for granted a lot of memberships and just industries and niches that we just never even could imagine years ago would have been actually a membership.
Yeah.
Can you think of a couple that we've even consumed?
We have a lot of memberships. I mean, one of the most obvious ones in this house is Peloton. That is the membership that, I go to over and over again. It's a recurring membership with the bike and also all the classes that they offer. And again, talking about that experience, what's great about Peloton is that they have ways that you can have, different badges and accomplishments along the way. So it gets me motivated to get on the bike. You kind of make fun of me about that, but I love to get my badges. But that's an awesome membership that we're part of.
Yeah. And it's really like, think about that. I mean, I remember growing up and at my grandmother's house, she had that lime green exercise bike. Had that little knob to be able to make the things and had a little speedometer thing on it. I had to say, like in our household growing up though, like that's where the clothes hanger was. That's where like, you had that nice shirt and you didn't want it to go in the dryer and you just like put it on a hanger and like hung it on that lime green bike. And who would have thought, like back when I was a kid, like this bike concept would have been one of the best all-time membership models in the world. Yeah, and it's just incredible. So that's something I could have never guessed that somehow somebody was going to make a bike a membership.
Yeah.
Now, what's another thing that you can think of in our lives?
Yeah. So other types of memberships are things that are not so obvious. They're kind of ordinary things that we use in our everyday life. So we've had a membership for toothpaste before. So
that was Quip.
Quip,
And that was, I'm not sure how you're a sucker for Facebook ads. So I don't know if that's how we got involved with that. But it was like, oh, here's an electric toothbrush, and it automatically came with like, the convenience factor. I have to say, like, that's probably what got us originally. Was, we had electronic toothbrushes, but it was like we always had to think about going out and buying the new head and everything. And while that wasn't a huge real pain point per se, it probably we probably delayed longer than we should have on getting those new tips. So just to have something like delivered to us, and also it came with toothpaste. I had to say though,
we have a lot of toothpaste.
We had a backlog of toothpaste. I'm just letting you know on that membership. Like, definitely, you always want to be aware of your deliverables.
Yes.
You don't want to overwhelm people, even if it's a physical product.
We were a little overwhelmed with toothpaste. Another one that's really ordinary that we did was a vitamin membership as well.
Yeah, I would have never thought about that. Yeah. Do you remember the name? Was it
It was Ritual.
Yeah. I was like, oh, really? And then I had to give them credit. Like, they presented differently.
It was beautifully packaged.
Yeah, it was like, it had very unique packaging. But then it was like a translucent, like a colorful translucent, like you felt like, oh, there's vitamins in there. Like, this isn't just some random, but they tricked, like, one thing I give them credit for, has nothing to do with anything else, but they put like some little scent stick in it, and everything smelled like mint when it
You're
came.
Like, oh, I want to take my vitamins. They smell delicious.
It was really, it was a really good thing. It was just like, how in the world did they take vitamins and kind of like make it sexy, you know, and really like an attractive offer. And I have to say, we talk about it all the time, like the packaging, you don't have to have something completely unique or different per se. It's just like, how do you position your offer differently? So it could at the end of the day, like the vitamin, like what was inside the technical vitamin was probably the same, like every other vitamin company out there in the world. It was just how they packaged it, how they presented it. That was really awesome. And so that was vitamins. So think about it. We're talking about bikes like that. How in the world is that a membership? We just talked about toothbrush and toothpaste. How in the heck? Now, we've been talking about real world things so far. Do you know a couple online memberships that we have?
So I know for sure one of the ones that we use all the time too, well, it's more technology, is Netflix. Like Netflix, we tune in on that, and that's a subscription where we get to watch all of our shows. So again, there's physical products or memberships, but then, something like Netflix where you get that deliverable as like the subscription to all of our favorite shows.
Yeah, and we have things like Dropbox where we have things where we share files. We have a backup service that's a yearly membership that is called Backblaze. Like, memberships all around our lives, like we're getting charged every month or we're getting charged every year. We just take these services and these things for granted. I think for a lot of us, the original membership, we probably don't even see it this way, but it's like our mobile phones that we have. Like, we are all paying a fixed monthly fee and then probably some overages on that. But if you think about it, back in the day, you were actually charged per minute on all these things. And then the minute type thing kind of disappeared through the years and everything. Remember when this is going to age us, but you remember when that dial up and it like sounded, it's like we had to pay per minute to get on AOL. Do you remember that back in the day? And like you would get a busy signal. And these days, just take it for granted. Like, you pay the monthly fee to get on your broadband internet. You're like, and but in a way, that is a membership because we used to pay per minute to access that.
And I think what the cool thing is kind of explaining some of these different memberships that we have in our life. And as we jam on this more, there's memberships everywhere and they're all different too. And it's a different experience. Some of them are just a deliverable on an ongoing basis. Some of them wrap an experience around it as well, a community around it as well. So as we talk about this, you'll see that there's lots of different memberships in our lives, lots of different ways to present a membership. And for us as online business owners, if this is something that we want to add to our business to have that recurring revenue coming in, it's a matter for us to figure out what makes sense for us, our business, and how we want to set it up. So it's a win for our audience and it's a win from us as well too.
Yeah. And if you think about it, I think the most common thing when we talk to people, they're like, okay, Paul and Melissa, I hear you guys talk about memberships all the time. You're like, but like my niche is different, like my industry, no, that wouldn't work. Did we at least like put something together maybe that could help our listeners, those that are watching or listening, like help them navigate this question?
We did. We did. So we have an awesome guide for you to figure out really if your niche is good for a membership. So we'll have in the show notes for you to grab. You could check that out and really determine how can you incorporate a membership into your business, how to really make it happen. again, to not only give your audience an excellent experience, but also to see how it's going to fit into your business model too. So make sure you grab that in the show notes.
Yeah, again, swinging back, we covered a lot of ground today. Like, is a membership right for you? Have you been thinking about putting a membership? Has that seed, that little thought, like some possibility? It could be something that you're already working on. Like, we have members in our inner circle that within the last couple of years, they actually leaned in a completely different direction, a whole new niche, a whole new opportunity that just like lit them up. Like, they did their main thing for a living, but they're like, oh, it'd be really cool to do a membership over here. Has there been something that's just been inside of you like, oh, that would be really cool to do it? Because again, a membership model makes it so you don't have those peaks and valleys, those ups and downs. You have consistency of income, revenue coming in, that lifetime value of a customer. You're not working off that old way of that one-off sale. You have consistency of those transactions that are happening over and over again. And also you have true transformation. Like, you can nurture, you can, grow and evolve that relationship. We didn't talk about it, but I just remembered one of my most favorite memberships that we've had. The massage membership.
Oh, that was a good membership.
Because we weren't doing massages as frequently as we were. But I have to say, like, that personal care, that self-care,
yes,
like having that was incredible. But here's the thing. What I want you to think about is that you have the opportunity, not only just within your current opportunity that you're in, the niche that you're currently serving, there's probably a different way of looking at your business. And or you possibly could expand into a new niche that is very popular that could drive extra revenue, extra opportunity into a whole new type of business venture. But Melissa did talk about it. There is an incredible download, and I think you should jam in on that. I think you should get that, and we'll have that link for you.
Awesome. So remember, if you love the show, to subscribe to the show. We talk about online marketing, ways that you can work with your courses, your memberships, your coaching programs. So please subscribe to the show, share it with a friend, let them know that this is what we talk about, this is what we jam on. We would love to have them take a listen.
Yeah. And remember, until we talk again, marketing matters. Thanks for listening to the Online Marketing Podcast. Be sure to subscribe to our show for free strategies and tips to market and sell your offers.
If you would like to work with us and our team to help you snap up more sales and incredible clients with a stellar marketing strategy that works, go to adaptivemembership.com and sign up for our wait list. We have a limited number of spots in our exclusive program to set you up for success and take action. We're waiting for you at adaptivemembership.com.